gave a different perspective. 99% of everybody was just slamming this cat. And then after he went to jail, he was a horrible quarterback. He couldn't play. He's just like the worst thing since the devil himself. And we'd argue that point and argue this and that, and it was crazy. So I'm sure that me and my brother going to get a call to do the 30 for 30 on Mike Vick and dogfighting. I'm sure of that. Back in 2 minutes, the Doug Stewart Show.
When you see that Cadillac coming through on them blades with them Carolina blades, bitch, get out the way. Stepping out with my ice on me and my killers trifling. You can end up with your life gone if you don't get out the way. I'm in the club out, drunk as fuck, throw in my setup. If another nigga push me better, get out the way. When you see me go into that trunk, ready to grab that pump, make that shit dump, pump, get out the way. Y'all niggas better get up out my way for I gotta send me out a pop game to spray for I lay the motherfuckers down on the ground. Y'all niggas really had a whole lot of shit to say. Now the only thing I'm hearing is silence. The silence of the tennis whole scene, the violence. I sell dope in this club till it be stylish. Try to find something to fuck, but you got me the wildest. Tell me to chill before I lose it again. And when I lose it, losers be losing your friends. One shot from the Ruger and you losing your limbs. The hardest nigga running out of here losing his tail. Hey, fucked up, y'all niggas can't stand me. The only reason you hate me because you hate me. And me on something that the niggas just can't be. Simply lazy, EYE for SC. My Carolina niggas in here just stand up. Put your guns in the effort. Get some of your set up when it rains and pours to the shells. Don't let up, better get up on my way before the hollers get ya. Hey, before the hollers wet ya, have your body leaking like a bottle of ketchup. If you in my way, your best bet is just to do what the song say, bitch, get out of the way. When you see that Cadillac coming through on them blades with them Carolina blades, bitch, get out the way. Stepping out with my ice on me and my killers trifling. You can end up with your life gone if you don't get out the way. I'm in the club out, drunk as fuck, throw in my setup. If another nigga push me better, get out the way. When you see me go into that trunk, ready to grab that pump, make that shit dump, pump, get out the way. Lazy out in the VIP, holding it down. Forget the crystal, me and my niggas pouring the crown. Hicking up about the liquor, I'm controlling it now. I'm holding a pound, that'll leave a hole in the crowd. Blow. Ace in the club, wildin' out. We get it hot up in this bitch, call the firehouse. If a nigga in my way, we gonna stomp him out. Have it looking like we trying to put a fire out. Nigga, catch your breath. You in my way, it's only right that you catch the left. I'm on the edge and you about to push me over the cliff. The ratchet explode, how you leaking all over yourself. Ew. SC, you hear a bunch of niggas tripping, sipping on the Belvedere, wrist, neck, little like a chandelier. I'm in the caddy while you crack up in the Cavalier. Yeah. I'm taking over the spot, cocking the Glock. I'm in here calling the shots. I do this shit every week and never fall in the night. I got it on live, believe that the boy don't stop. Nope. I put a hole through you and your crew. When you see me and my niggas bet to move, please don't make me show and prove. Oh, you know what to do. When you see that Cadillac coming through on them blades with them Carolina blades, bitch, get out the way. Stepping out with my ice on me and my killers trifling. You can end up with your life gone if you don't get out the way. I'm in the club out, drunk as fuck, throw in my
sweat running all over my chest. I don't think enough, I just press harder than I ever did before. Going for the dreams that I have in store in my mind. And I know that I'm making it. I gotta get money, nobody's taking it away.
Welcome back to the show. Tribute Tuesday, and paying homage to the great MC Hammer. We got on the line right now, my man John Fisher, patty cake, cooking with the microwave. John Fisher, what the deal, baby?
Doug Stewart, what it do, baby? What's going on, man?
Man, I'm good, bro. We just wanted to get you on, man, just to holler at you today a little bit about what's going on in the world of sports. Your show, the Cooking with the Microwave show, coming up today on SME at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So I want to rap with you, man, about what you getting into. And but first, we got a quick little segment that we need to do in entertainment. Let's do it. Today's date is April 11th, 2017. And we only got one birthday today of note. The great David Banner. David Banner. David Banner turns 43 years of age today. Happy birthday to him. Jay Fish, we know you're a rapper. You like David Banner?
Yeah, I love David Banner, man.
Yeah. Become real politically vocal. Or I guess the word is conscious. Very politically conscious over the last couple of years. David Banner turns 43 years of age today. Happy birthday to him. And that's it. That's the only birthday that we had. Yeah. We didn't have any Stewie's birthdays or anything like that. We usually have a bunch of them, but today we don't. One quick little entertainment story before we start chopping it up with my man John Fisher, Patty Cake Microwave. Rapper Drake and EDM duo The Chainsmokers are the top contenders of the Billboard Music Awards with 22 nominations each. Wow. Once again, I asked my man John Fisher, who's been rapping since he was 4 years old. Are you a Drake fan, man? What are your thoughts on Drake? 22 Billboard Music Award nominations. Yay or nay on Drake?
Yeah, I'm a fan of Drake. You know, I'm not going out and paying for his albums, but I definitely listen to his music.
Right. Yeah, he's been doing it real big for the last, 5-6 years, maybe even a little bit longer than that. Dick Clark Productions announced Monday that the performance set a record for most nominations in a year. The 2017 awards show will air live May 21st from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Other contenders include 21 Pilots. They get 17 nominations. And Rihanna. Rihanna gets 14 nominations. The biggest award top artists include Adele, Beyonce, Justin Bieber, the Chainsmokers once again, Drake, Ariana Grande, Shawn Mendes, Rihanna, and 21 Pilots and The Weeknd. Those are all your nominations for the biggest album. Albums from Beyonce, Drake, Rihanna, 21 Pilots, and The Weeknd are for top Billboard 200 albums of the year. Once again, premieres and airs May 21st, 2017. And that's all the entertainment we're talking about today. Hey, yo, Fish.
What's up, baby?
So you listening to the show, man. We started talking about, and I think you've been listening. I'm pretty sure I saw you in the chat room talking to my man John Fisher, Cooking with the Microwave on the Doug Stewart Show on the Stewart Media Entertainment Network. We started talking about the fight at the Palace at Auburn Hills, Ron Artest going up in the stands, whooping fans' asses and whatnot. I just thought that was one of the most bizarre, craziest thing, and I think bizarre might be the word. That was just bizarre to see a fan go up and whoop up on a fan like that, man. What are your thoughts about the fight at the Palace at Auburn Hills? Where were you at when that happened? Do you remember?
What year was that?
That was, I think it was I got to remember. So you don't remember that?
That was in the 90s. I think I was in high school when that happened.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I may have been in high school when that happened. I graduated in 99.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. I remember seeing it on SportsCenter, man, and it was like the craziest thing I ever seen. But it's like somebody threw some nachos on Ron Artest. I would have been upset too.
Right.
I mean, you did it the wrong person, but come on, man, nachos, man, you can't get that cheese thing up off you.
Yeah, you can't throw some nachos on a ninja and not expect to get your ass whooped. Period. It happened in 2004. That's another one of those things that me and my brother were on the total opposite side of the spectrum than everybody else in the industry. So this happened in 2004. Okay. I don't think that we were doing First Take yet in 2004. So we started in 2001. 2004, when this thing happened, the radio show had already been doing well. We were just about to start with syndication, and I think maybe in 2005, maybe 2006, we started on First Take. But yeah, that was crazy, man. So I had never seen anything like that before. We're talking about some of these other things as well. You're from Virginia, or you're from New York by way of Virginia, but when the Vic thing went down, where were you at that time?
I was in Virginia when that happened, in Manassas, kind of like the Prince William County, about 20, 30 minutes from D.C., that part of Virginia, up northern Virginia.
Okay, and what was the talk about in Mike Vick's home state about this dog fight thing?
Pretty great. I mean, he had support. He had support in Virginia because, you know, most of where we were in the urban areas, dog fighting wasn't anything new. And I mean, nobody was really, you know, everybody kind of said, you know, it was kind of messed up what was happening to the dogs and getting drowned and electrocuted and stuff like that. But outside of that, nobody saw it as a crime the way that man should be in jail for 18 months. It just didn't make sense. Like the punishment didn't fit the crime. So we had a lot of support in Virginia, and actually the way the streets were talking, we were upset that his cousin and them, nobody decided to say, no, it wasn't him. I'm going to take the weight.
Right.
You know?
Right. And it was crazy because, you're exactly right, it was crazy because Marcus Vick, his brother, remember they kept saying that there were mail found at the house with the initials MV, and they tied it back to Mike Vick. And actually, they could have just said it was damn Marcus initials, Marcus Vick.
Yeah, they could have.
But they never did. Somebody, and that was another thing, somebody was supposed to take the rap for that guy. Somebody was supposed to take the rap for that guy, and I nominate Marcus at the time. And it was just crazy, man. I never thought that this guy's career, because for many, many years, it seemed like he had haters, and they were always looking to try to pin something on the guy. And to go down for something like that, to go to jail, once again, what he did was bad. It was heinous. It was horrible. But I just never equated that to going to jail for 2 years. And I think at the time it set a precedent. Like, there wasn't a precedent set before that if you had been involved with something like that you went to jail for 2 years. And what they did is they kind of tagged it into racketeering and interstate commerce because it was across state lines. They were taking the dogs across state lines. So it was just a crazy, crazy story, man.
Well, I mean, let's be let's keep it 100. This is something that I always said. Jamal Lewis, it's not to want to point one person, you know, wrongdoing for another, but Jamal Lewis got caught with conspiracy to sell. I think it was like 1 or 2 keys of cocaine. He did 3 months.
Right.
3 months, and Mike Vick got 18 months for dog fighting.
Yeah. And I think I saw Tiffany Poole in Portland, or Tiffany Sports and Heels, you know, mention how, you know, our Caucasian brother and sister, and they love dogs. And if you can listen, and animals in general, and I love animals just as much as I've guessed the average person, but it does seem like a lot of times with the stories, when you hear Mike Vick going to jail for 2 years for fighting dogs, once again, disclaimer, wrong. Shouldn't have been doing it, especially in his position. When you hear Mike Vick going to jail for 2 years for fighting dogs or being part of this dog fighting ring, because I don't think Mike Vick physically was there most of the time. When you hear about that, going to jail for 2 years, and then you see, you know, Walter Scott get shot in the back 8 times, and you see Mike Brown get killed in the street like an animal, and you see Eric Garner get choked, you're like, man, this doesn't add up, you know? But that's the world we living in, bruh.
Yeah, it's definitely the world we living in, man. Mike Vick got too successful, he got too powerful, and by any means, they was going to find a way to put a stain on him. And, you know, and that's what happens, you know. Thank God they wasn't able to do that with Barack, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy. And you better believe they were trying to get Barack for many, many years. Talking to John Fisher on the Doug Stewart Show on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. John Fisher hosts his own show on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, the Cooking with the Microwave show. As a matter of fact, it comes on today at 2 p.m. Eastern Time live, so make sure you check it out. So last night, James Harden struggles a little bit. We've been talking about it back and forth for the last couple of weeks. You had the Barbershop Sports Talk podcast in studio with you a couple of days ago, and y'all talked about Westbrook or Harden, MVP. I don't remember exactly where you stand on it, man. What are your thoughts? Who should get it? Who do you think's going to get it?
I've been Westbrook all the way. I always got to put a disclaimer out because he's my favorite player in the league. So I feel like at times I'll be